Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to working on Roxy's Weekly Challenge. Today it's week 45 and we're going to be making some more cool journal spots is what she calls them. Similar sort of thing to last week except it's a different version. So I've pulled out some large book pages from a couple of books. I've got a couple of nature books. I've cut them out, I've cut some of them down. I don't think I'll make all of these, but I've just given myself a few options. I thought I'll come up and make some different sizes. So let's get started. I'll just say at the beginning, I've got construction work going on downstairs. They're now constructing the laundry part of our bathroom. Bathroom's all done, but the laundry is now being made, and they're building it downstairs. So there's a bit of banging, or if it gets too loud, I'll turn off the camera and resume when it gets quieter. Or we'll just have to ignore it. If it's not too intrusive, I'll carry on because I'd like to get this done. And time is against me. And I have also still got my cold. In case you can still hear it, it's sort of not too bad at the moment. I have been recording this week's videos all out of order. So the one you saw last, which I uploaded on Monday, this one will go up on Wednesday. I actually recorded that before I had my cold. Then the one you see on Friday, the next one you see, I've already recorded. So I'm a bit all over the place with my schedule. So sometimes I'll sound worse, and sometimes I'll sound better, and then I'll get worse again. And it's all a case of not the order in which I'm filming. So let's get on with this one, shall we? So I've got some pages that I have cut in half. I think this is what Rachel did. She took some large pages and cut them in half to make them a manageable size. And then she just sort of folded them long ways. Mine are not going to be as tall as hers because I'm not doing a document journal, but I thought I might do one or two like this because sometimes it's nice to have something narrow to go into a pocket, isn't it? There are some narrow pockets, so I'm going to just fold them all first, or fold some of them. I may not fold them all because I think that might be a waste. So I'm going to fold a couple of these. So they're slightly smaller. They're about, I think these are about 7 1/4 high. I'll just double check. So yeah, just over 7 inches high. So they're almost the full height of the page anyway, even though they're not that big. I've got a couple more of those. I might just leave those for the moment. Then I've got these really. This is from a different book. These are really big pages. I mean, it's beautiful paper. It's got that lovely creamy look, and it's lovely and thick. Both of them are quite nice quality paper. So instead of cutting it in half, did I cut it in half? I may have done, actually. So I've cut it. So this is quite a big piece. I didn't know either. If I do it like that, it's going to be a bigger one. Let's see how tall that is. I may have cut them down so that they're, oh, that's what I did. I think I cut them down to 7 1/4 or something. Height-wise, yes, I've cut them down to 7 1/4, so there's an odd bit floating around for both of these two. These are not from the same page, these two pieces. I just cut a lump off, so I had them at the 7 1/4 height. But I'm going to fold them over and see how wide they come up, because they might be fine like this as well, because they're just that bit wider, but that's still fine. It's still only 4 inches wide, so that's fine to go in a pocket, isn't it? So I'll do a couple like that as well, I think. This one needs a bit of a trim down the side. I think the other one I might have already trimmed. Just chop that off a little bit. And then fold that one. And not sure what I was planning to do with this one. I think this is from the original, from this one, the smaller one. I'm just wondering whether to make a big one. No, it's too big. I'll make it wider. I don't really want one as big as that, so I might leave that for now. So I think I've got enough here, because I already had a couple that I'd pre-folded just to see how they turned out size-wise. So I had a couple of these already, so I've got plenty to work with. So I'm just going to take one at a time and just flatten it out to find some papers to cover it. And I have got a collection here. I want to do at least one for each of my journals that I'm working on. So one for the Pink Christmas, one for the Patchwork Christmas. So I've got some suitable papers pulled out, I think. So we'll start with the Patchwork Christmas one. And I've got a few of these. These were some of the kit this is from Patchwork Christmas kit, but this is the background pages, which I only recently discovered. So I think this one actually I quite like. There's a whole collection here. So, and because they're not as tall as the ones Rachel was using, I can use one of these, the ones that are orientated this way around, landscape, and that's plenty big enough. So I'm actually quite tempted to use that one. I'll just try the others, just to see how they look. So we've got this couple of poinsettia ones. They're almost a bit too big, the pattern, really, on there. So that one. No, I'm not loving those so much. And I do quite like this one with the hanging baubles. That's quite nice as well. But I really do like, I think, I'm not sure at the moment, this one or the baubles. Actually, I'm really thinking maybe the baubles would be rather nice to put in, looking at it. So I think I'm going to do that. Going for the baubles after all, because they're really pretty. I will probably have to trim it a bit to make sure that they get in completely. Right, so where are we? I'm going to trim that so I've got all of that. Because it's so narrow, I don't really want to have anything being too cut in half. That's that one. And I think I might just okay. I think I might use my trimmer. I have a feeling I'm not going to tear as straight as I would like to. So I'm going to trim it. Make sure it's straight. I don't think I did the first tear completely straight. And I'm not sure which one it was I was going to use. I think it's this one. Okay, yes, so I'll trim it off a little bit underneath. And these things trimmed to size is always a challenge, isn't it? There we go. And then I will cut it. Where's my pencil gone? There it is. Cut it to about here. Okay. and I'm not sure. I think this should be straight here, but I don't think this one is, so I'm going to straighten this edge up. Nope, definitely not straight. Right, that's that one. And then I'm going to do this one for the pink journal. Nope, save those little cute little scraps. And I have been buying some of Rachel's kits because I love them, and some of them have got, particularly some of these tall ones, have got quite a lot of pink on them, so I thought I'd choose one of those. Rather than using using the kit, I thought I might use something a bit more pink from somewhere else, because I have used other pink things. She's rather lovely. Would that go on here? I think it would actually, yes. That's an option. Or the roses. No, I think I rather like this lovely lady. So, I think that's the one I'm going to use. So assuming that's the bottom. Trim it across here, I think. Excuse me one moment, Richard's just asked me a question about the building work. Alright, sorry about that brief interruption. I just needed to respond to Richard. He's at Hannah's at the moment because I still can't go because of my cold. So he's there helping her with Arlo. So, in the meantime, I just cut this down to size. I really love that. So that's my pink one. And then let's do a couple of bigger ones, shall we? So we've got this one, and I have got some more of her. I have got several of her kits, and I love them, so I might use a couple more. Just put this out of the way for a minute. I don't know where to put it. Okay, there are so many, but we're concentrating on the right-hand side. That's lovely, but I don't think that's what I want. Oh, upside down. No, not that one. So some of the images are more on the other side, so I'm concentrated on this side so I can see what I fancy putting on. I quite like that. Look quite nice, wouldn't it? That's possible. No. Not that one. I don't even know if you can see half of these. I have many. Let's just thumb through, see what I can find. How would this show? I'm not sure about this one, but I'm just going to see where it would fold. So you could just about get centre on the back, but I think I'd rather have him on the front. No, I don't think so. It doesn't quite quite work for me. This one I like. I do love a bit of Santa. What can I say? Very 50s, isn't he? Quite like that one. Oh, I love that one. I think maybe I've seen enough. Already used him. Oh, some more of the vertical ones. I don't want to use them for this, I don't think. So that's those. So let's just pop these back. They're all my vertical ones that I put at the back, that's why I came to them. So let's just put these back in the folder and choose from the ones I have picked out. Got lots of beautiful scraps as well. Okay. Right, let's see how this first guy will fit. He's not going to fit that well. Let me just trim off his edge. I do like it though. Let's open this out, shall we? See where it goes to. She's going to go slightly off. Well, only a little bit off the edge, around the fold. I think I'm going to go with this one. And let's just go there. I just feel that this area would be quite good for the journaling part of things. Maybe I'll hang on to that. Yeah. I think I might do this one. It's a bit different. Right, let's try again. It's quite unusual to have blue, isn't it? And I don't mind having some of the nice paper showing around the edge because it's just such a lovely colour. Oh, and I've got to cut it to size on the height as well, haven't I? Okay. Yeah, unfortunate the stag's lost his legs. But that's what happens sometimes. How's that look? Yeah, it's going to look all right. That's that one. And we have another big one. Bigger one. I think I'm going to use this for that one. I like that. Just mark it on the back so I don't have to mark the actual... No, don't want to cut him off. So I'll just get this one out of the way. It's a bit distracting, isn't it? Okay, that's that one. Oh, nice, that would look good. And then I just feel like I want to do one more, as I've got another one ready to go. I do really like this piece of paper. It's a bit different. I love all the colours together, so I'm going to use this. Open it out. Get rid of that bit. Right, I just have to decide which end I want to chop off. The green bit or the red. But as the red's on the back, I think we'll have to sacrifice a bit of that. Okay. What have we got here? Love that. Go right to the edge. Fit. Something's not quite straight. I'm not sure why. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's okay. All right. So, now we've got to glue them. Scraps over here. Okay, so I think what I'd like to just ink around all of these. So I'll do it off camera and then I'll come back and glue them on. And we'll take it from there. Right, so I've inked around the papers and the background, so I just got to glue them on. So I will just fast forward here, and so you don't have to watch it in slow time. Right, that's the last one. As you probably saw, some of them haven't gone on completely straight. This one looks a bit wonky across the bottom here. I'm not going to worry about that. I can, particularly as that bit is at the back, but I could always put a bit of something across the bottom. There was one that I thought probably need a bit of something extra, which I'll come back to. But I think what I'll do now is I'll fold them, and we can start getting the writing paper stuck onto the inside. So I'm going to refold them now. Hope they'll fold back where they should. Okay, then fold up. Right. It's curling up a little bit, but I think if I stick something to the other side, it'll hopefully flatten it out after that, when it's dried a bit. I would like, if I can, to ink down the middle here, as I'm going to leave this blank, because Rachel did not put paper right across the inside for a very good reason of trying not to make the join or the fold too bulky. So this is the Patchwork Christmas one. So I've pulled out this piece. This is from the backing papers, and I thought this would be quite good for journaling on. So I'm going to tear it. Let's take it as close to the middle as I can. Going for the tearing again, which may be a bad idea, but I'm going for it. And then fold this up at the bottom. Okay. So that's the, I might put that on that side. And then I've also pulled out some of the red dyed paper that I used in the journal, and I thought maybe one side could have that. It goes rather well anyway. So I'm going to have a bit of that on the other side. Let's just have that going there. I'm going to have the straight edge on the outside, I think. And again, we'll just fold it up. Okay. And I'm going to ink and glue. Right, this one's glued on and I'm happy with that. I'm just going to just reinforce that fold again. And then there's be a couple of finishing touches once they're done. So I think we'll just choose the inners for the others, and then I'll glue those on off camera and come back at the end, because inking and gluing is not exciting to watch, is it really? It's more about how they end up and how they get there, as far as choosing what goes in them. So let's have a look, see what we can find to go in this one. I pulled out a couple of Rachel papers that would lend themselves quite well to writing space. So I've got this one and this one. So I think I'll use those for, although they are a bit big really, maybe I'll use that. Maybe they'll be better in here. Let's fold it first, eh? Let's fold him. Let me get a better idea of how he's going to look. Yeah, like that very much. I'm just going to ink down the middle again, just to define the middle. It's easier to put the pages, the writing pages in, if I can see where the middle is as well. Okay, and then, yeah, oh, that's not big enough though. So that one, no, neither of them quite big enough, are they? So maybe I'll go back to plan A with this one. And we'll find something that I can cut to size for the bigger ones. Is that in the right place? I think so. All right. Right, so I'll cut these two and put these in here for the journaling, and then I'll come back. This one, what we got? So there we are. I'm going to use some of, I think I can use some of Rachel's actual backing papers. So I can cut that to size on that side. And oh, I might use a piece of this on this side. Yeah, why not? Okay, so those are that. That's that one. Let's put that aside. I need to do the one for the pink journal. Okay, so that's nice. Oops. Having said that, I don't think I've quite folded it in the right place. Nope, I hadn't. It's better. And I did just spot in these backing papers one with a bit of pink on it. So I thought maybe I should use a bit of that. I'm going to use this one. And a bit of this on the other side, a bit of avocado dyed paper on the other side of this one. So that's that. So I've chosen that one, and that one, and where are we? So I've just got this one to do. Ooh. Right, so I just need to find something for this one, so let's fold it first. And I'll look through my backing papers. Well, I have this, which is really pretty. And a bit of this, which would, sure would work so well. I might use a bit of this. So yeah, a lot of Rachel's papers, not solely, but a lot of her papers are going to be used. So this has got a bit of blue on it, so I thought that would go quite well. So I'm going to cut these to size and glue them in, and then I'll come back. Hopefully today, because I'm beginning to lose the light here, so I've had to put the light on overhead. If it doesn't look too bad, I'll come back today. I'm not sure when I'm going to fit it in otherwise. Okay, I'll see you. Right, I'm back. I thought I'd finish this last one on camera. I haven't quite managed to finish them all. I've got one more to do. But I thought before I completely lose the light, because it's going fast, it's gone 4 o'clock. So I just thought I wanted to get this little project finished. So this is my pink journal. And I've decided to keep it simple and just use the avocado dyed paper on both sides, rather than messing about with 2 different papers. And I have measured them, measured the width, so they are 2 3/8 wide. So I'm just going to cut 2 pieces at 2 3/8. 1, 2, 3/8. And let's get this finished while I can still see, and you can still see me, because as I've said before, I don't have the best lights in the world for filming. So it's probably already getting a bit shadowy, and I'm sorry about that. I'll try and keep out of my own light. And then we'll try and just measure the length so that they're both the same. Yeah, I started tearing, but I gave up on that. Sorry, I'm still coughing. Yeah, so I gave up on the tearing. It was just a bit more accurate and speedier to do it this way. So I'm just going to pop these 2 pieces on. I've used so much of my glue book, I'm running out. that one's finished. Good. And we'll just, when they're dry, they'll straighten out. But we're going to do a few finishing touches to these anyway. Let's just tidy up all my bits of paper. Move the trimmer out the way. So we have this one, which is the first one we've got. So these are the two for the journals that I'm working on. And these are the two extras. So that one's got those papers in. I think that looks nice, and I love that on the front. And the two quite substantial journaling places, or places to stick photographs. I think I always have that in mind, is that might be something I would want to do, is to put maybe photos on one side and write on the other. That's how I would use these. Now, Rachel did add some little bits of ephemera in hers, just pop them in, and I'm not going to do that. I did consider putting some journaling pages in the middle and sewing it down the middle, but I don't think I'm going to do that either. I think I'm going to leave them as they are, just as little double journaling cards, really. But I will do the couple of little finishing touches that she did too. She has actually got a shaped corner punch, which I don't have. I've now put it on my Christmas wish list. Whether I'll get one, I don't know. But I thought I'll just corner around them anyway, because it still looks nicer than just ordinary corners. If I can get it to go in, because this one is the most recent one, so it's possibly not quite dry enough. Has it gone in? I think it's rucking up, so I'll go in that way. No, it's not going to go in, so I'm going to leave this one. I've done half of it. I'll start with the one I did first, because hopefully that's a bit drier. And the finishing touch was to add some twine around them, so I'm going to do that. So I have got, some of my twines I think are in my craft bag, which is a nuisance. So I'm thinking maybe for this one I'll use some pink. Although I might want to use the sparkly pink ribbon for this. I'm not sure. I definitely want to use red for this one anyway. I just happen to have got a piece. I don't know if it's long enough though. Yep, if I don't wind it too many times. Like once, it would be fine. Alright, bit of a slightly weird bow, but it's possibly a bit shorter. If I get out the rest of my baker's twine, the red weight, I have got some more here, but anyway, that just shows you how it's going to be finished up. This one I think I might use some green. Green? Yeah, green. Let's just give this a proper amount around it. Give it a double tie or double wrap. Right, that one. This one needs the red. I do have a bit more red here. So let's take it and wrap it. And wrap it again. Right, just about long enough. Okay, that's those three. I'm just wondering what to use for my... I feel like I want to use something glittery for this one. Just wondering whether I've got anything suitable that will wrap nicely. Just had a thought. I've got this bit of gold thread, which might just about, with this smaller one, be enough. Right, so there we are. We've got 4 completed ones. I think they're really pretty. I wonder if I can just try and finish this one off now. Now it's had a chance to dry a little bit. Get in there. Yeah. Okay. It's better. I'll just re-ink those corners. So we have this one for the pink journal. We have this one, which is upside down. Move this around. Just realised, I expect you noticed that. This one for the patchwork journal. And then these 2 slightly bigger ones for any other journal. And I really like those. I think might even like these better, but I think these will be quite handy just to go in some smaller pockets. And I have one that's half finished and upside down. It's that way around. So I've just got to finish lining that. I've almost got the papers ready, but I just didn't have time. I could see the light fading, and I thought if I don't get this finished soon, I won't be able to do it today, and I don't know when I'll come back in here this week. So thank you very much for joining me and for your patience. I'm sorry it's all been a bit kind of, again, as many of my my videos are at the moment, stop-start, but all that trimming and all the cutting of the papers and gluing and inking, a lot of that stuff is just pretty standard stuff, and you don't really need to watch it, otherwise I'd never have got this video finished. So I hope it was okay for you. I enjoyed it anyway. Bye for now.